If you search right now how to manage your time as an entrepreneur, you will get flooded with employee level advice. They're going to tell you color code your calendar, time block your lunch, or download a new complicated time management app. And that advice works only if your goal is to survive a to-do list task handed to you by a boss. And it fails miserably if you're the only one who has to invent the tasks, build the products, close the deals, and scale the company. And what's ironic is that most entrepreneurs don't have a time management problem. They have a leverage problem. They're stuck in the solopreneur box, the trap of thinking that the only way to grow revenue is to extract more hours from their own body. And they treat their energy like an infinite resource until they hit a wall and burn out. And I want you to think about it like this. If you try to scale your business by just running faster on a treadmill, you won't outrun the machine. It will simply break you. With all that said, we're gonna be skipping all the basic time-saving hacks. So grab a pen, clear your mental slate, and let's dive into this blueprint. System number one is called communication windows. The first major time drain for modern entrepreneurs is what I call the firefighter trap. Most business owners operate in a state of hyper availability. They keep their email tabs open all day, they have Slack on, and all their social media notifications are going off on their desktop nonstop, and their phone is constantly lighting up with client requests or team questions. They think being accessible makes them a good leader and responsive, but in reality, it makes them a reactive target. You become a firefighter in your own business, jumping from blaze to blaze and leaving your high priority leverage projects completely abandoned. It's a skill you have to transition your business from instant communication to strategic updates. And this means you briefly stop communicating in real time and you set up strategic communication windows throughout the day. So for example, you check and respond to messages twice per day, once at 11:30 before lunch and once at 4:30 before you close out. And for the rest of the day, your communication channels are completely dark. And by doing this, you train your team to use deep context updates instead of fragmented text streams. Instead of a chaotic back and forth 30-minute meeting daily to solve a problem, you'll require a single detailed Loom video or a structured text summary that can be reviewed and solved on your own timeline. And by shifting your focus from immediate responses to thoughtful responses, you're going to reclaim up to 4 hours of fragmented defensive time every single day. System number two is ROI-driven task auditing. The second system is a strategic operational filter on helping you choose what tasks to work on. As an entrepreneur, your task list is functionally infinite, and there's always going to be more things to do than hours available in the day. And the amateur mistake that most entrepreneurs make is by treating every task as an equal obligation. And it usually goes like they spend 2 hours tweaking a design for a product, then they spend another hour working on, the spreadsheet of their finances, and then they spend 30 minutes actually talking to a high-value prospect. And by constantly doing this, these entrepreneurs are constantly trading high-value hours for low-value tasks. To break this constant loop, you need to use an ROI-driven task filter. Every activity you perform must be categorized into one of four financial tiers. Tier one is going to be the $10 an hour tasks, which include administrative work, booking flights, basic entry, or sorting emails. Tier two is going to be the $100 an hour tasks, which include customer service, basic asset creation, and problem-solving minor operational bottlenecks. Tier three is going to be the $1,000 an hour tasks, which include building sales funnels, writing high-converting copy, creating core digital systems, or hiring key talent. Tier four is going to be the $10,000 an hour tasks, which include designing the core offer architectures, strategic partnerships, or high-ticket sales closes. And most business entrepreneurs spend 80% of their time in tier one or tier two tasks because they're either familiar or they're low stress. But you and I both know that you can't build a multi-million-dollar business by executing low-value tasks. So every Sunday from now on, look at your week ahead and target tier one and tier two tasks and ruthlessly eliminate them. And your goal is to automate, delegate, or eliminate them completely. If a task cannot be directly linked to leverage, scalability, or high-end revenue, it does not belong on your calendar. You have to aggressively protect your calendar so that you operate exclusively in tier 3 and tier 4 zones daily. Time management for an entrepreneur is not about squeezing more hours into an already limited day. It's about building an operational system that gives you your time back. If your business requires your physical presence and your constant, non-stop hustle every single day, you haven't built an asset. You just have a high-stress corporate job. And unfortunately, you're the most exploited employee. And it's time to stop playing defense with your calendar and your business and actually start building an architecture of leverage. And if you want to look under the hood of your current operations and find out exactly where your business system's foundations are cracking, I engineered a free productivity performance audit. It takes less than 2 minutes, diagnoses your specific operational gaps, and hands you a personalized roadmap to reclaim your first 10 hours this week. The link is going to be in the description. And as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next.